friends, welcome to the channel. This is your Govindraj. Thank you very much for watching my previous videos. In this video, we are going to talk about the Code on Wages 2019, what benefits the employers and what benefits the employees in this on wages 2019. So if you look at what employer gained in this code, there is nothing significant other than what is common to all codes. If we look in the previous videos, we looked at what is common to all codes. There are certain provisions definitely benefits the employers, but other than this, there is nothing significant which benefits the employers, because this code is for the welfare of employees and to take care of their wages and benefits, and also the bonus and minimum wages. So therefore, other than the common to all codes, there is nothing specific. But let us understand what are the benefits which are available for the employers, which the new wage code has brought into the basket of employees. Now if you look at the code, it also covers unorganized workers, and also in the organized sectors it covers everyone including managers and the supervisors, because after this the provisions should be able to protect these kind of employees also in the code, which was not earlier there in the existing legislations. Now this assured 50% of total remuneration as base wages are wages for the purpose of the code. It leads to higher social security benefits including bonus, and in other codes, since the wage definition is common to all the codes, it is also going to benefit their gratuity, PF and all other social security benefits. And the code very clearly talks about included wages and excluded wages. Included wages should be 50% of total remuneration. So this is going to be a very important benefit for the employees. And the basic salary cannot be less than the minimum wages notified by the government. So if you look at the current law, the employer, there was a possibility for him to maintain whatever the components of wages, and if he is maintaining the maximum, or if he is paying the up to the limit of minimum wages or higher than the minimum wages, he was not required to adhere to the basic and DA notified by the government. So now, since the wage definition talks about included components as basic wage, dearness allowance and retaining allowance very specifically, then therefore the basic salary cannot be less than the minimum wages going ahead. The next important benefit is, now there is a possibility for increasing the gender diversity in private establishment, because the code has got the provisions to give directions to the private establishment to increase the women manpower in their establishment. And another important provision which benefits the employees is, there are possibilities or provisions for direct prosecution by the employees and trade union in case of violations of the provisions of the employer, and there is no requirement of previous permission of the government. So currently, in order to punish or prosecute the employer, the inspector is required to take up the matter with the approval of the government, but in the code on wages there are no such provisions. And the next one is possibility of making principal employer responsible for payment of dues of contract employees, including their wages and a bonus. If you look at the current law, there is a lot of conflict in the judiciary on the dues of the contract labor and the responsibility of the principal employer. In the code on wages, because of the employer definition which covers both principal employer and contractor responsible for as an employer, so therefore when the contractor fails to take care of the dues of the employees, contract employees or the contract labor, then the responsibility can be fastened on the principal employer. The next one is the fixation of national floor wages. Now the code has got provision to fix the national floor wages by the central government, and once the national floor wages are fixed by the central government, the states cannot fix less than that. So this is going to give major boost, and also there will be uniformity in wage across the nation. So this is very important benefits in the hands of employees. And there is no ceiling wages for applicability of the code. So if you look at currently, the Payment of Wages Act 1936 had 24,000 as ceiling for applicability of the act, so that only those employees who are below the wages are getting benefit are protected by the statute, but the code on wages has removed that wage ceiling. So therefore every employee working in the establishment is going to get protection, and in case the employers are not paying the wages, the claim can be taken to inspector instead of going to courts and spending money. So this is very important benefit in the hands of employees. And the pending wages also should be cleared within 2 working days, even for the in the case of resignation. So this is important provision which has been brought in the code on wages 2019. And if you look at authorized deductions are now set at uniform rate of 50% of the total wages. When you have 100 rupees as wages, not more than 50% can be deducted for any reason, so which will protect at least 50% of the salary as his net salary for his family. So this is very important. Earlier there were two limits, one is 50% and 75%. Now it is set at 50%, and bonus and wages are required to be paid to bank account only. So earlier there was possibility to pay in cash, but now the code has brought a prohibition on this. So therefore the bonus and wages cannot be paid through cash. It can only be paid in the bank account. So these are very important provisions which benefits the employees and in the code on wages 2019. Friends, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm sure this piece of information has enhanced your knowledge. I'm going to come up with more and more videos on this. And if you look at the channel today, it has got a membership channel which are more than 100 technical videos, including the labor codes, especially the financial impact of the labor codes videos are in the membership channel. In case you are interested to watch those videos, I'm going to give you the link in the description box, so that you can make use of that link and become the member and watch all these technical videos for your compliance and knowledge. Friends, thank you very much. I'm going to see you soon in the future, friends.